guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, the sports conversationalist, and today I'm here to talk about the best strikers in Europe this season and ranking them in a tier list from best in the world all the way down to mid. Let's get into it. So I did this list having a few presumptions. So one, I'm not including any players who aren't natural number 9. So for example, people will look at this list and ask, where is Dembele from PSG? I'm sorry, I don't count him as a number 9. I don't count him as a number 9. Very good for it, but he's not a number 9 in my eyes. Yes, so basically that's it. If there's a striker that who isn't on the list, maybe I've forgotten the person. I think on this list we have about 50 people. So you know what, let's quickly get into it so we can wrap this. We can get through them. Alright, cool. So the first name is João Pedro. Now João Pedro he's a new signing for Chelsea. Came from Brighton for about £55 million. Very good player. Got. I think during the Club World Cup he scored in every game he played, including the final against PSG, as we all know, where Chelsea thrashed them 3-0. I think he's an elite striker. I think he's very elite, especially in his playmaking, which is low key underrated. He can drop in the 10. He can play the 9 efficiently for Chelsea, and I think if he continues the way he started at Stamford Bridge, you might be looking at the next number 9 for the Seleção, which is Brazil. But yeah, let's get it. So I'll put him in league. Next person, Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is a weird one. I think Arteta has deployed him in different positions. He played the centre mid a little bit. He played the 9 a little bit, and again, he's not your conventional number 9. I think on a good day, on a good day of his, he's good. He's a 7. I think I have to create another. I'll have to create. If I could, I would create another section for maybe serviceable. Because the moment I see him, that first, he's just a serviceable Premier League striker. I'll put him in good for the meantime, but I envision him somewhere here, back or good, maybe mid. It depends on the names coming up. So, I mean, yeah. Next person, Dom Solanke. Hot take. I'm sorry. This guy was bought from Bournemouth for I think £65 million, and bro, yes, I know he did bits at Bournemouth that season. I still don't think he has shaken off the Premier League proven tag on him, because he played for Liverpool, he played for Chelsea. He has been in the Premier League for a bit, and whenever he was in the Premier League before he went back to the Championship with Bournemouth, he wasn't good at all. I won't lie. He has a bit of inconsistency in his game. He has I think last season he had a thigh or knee injury, and when strikers when not just strikers, when players just go for injuries knee down for about like 2 months, those are the sort of injuries that shape careers. Those are the kind of injuries that can shape a person's career. So yeah, it might sound like I'm hating, but again, he's a good striker, but I don't regard him in the same light as maybe a João Pedro, so I'll put him somewhere here. Maybe I think he's serviceable. I won't lie, but for the price point, you're doing a lot. I won't lie. Next person, Richarlison. Okay. So I feel like Richarlison is also a funny. I don't know. He's just a funny character because even look at this picture, bro is not. He's not a serious person. But who am I to speak? All I'm gonna say is, Richarlison was brought from, I think, Watford. No, Everton. Everton. He was at Watford first. Went to Everton. What he was at Watford for like a bit. The same thing as João Pedro. Went to Everton and I think transferred for about like 50 to 60 pounds, 60 million pounds. He hasn't really reaped the benefits though, but he's a serviceable striker. He has started the season off very well under Thomas Frank. I'll give him that. But if I want to use, and again, if I'm thinking about the quality of the player, I think he's a bit technical, but he's not my type of striker. I think last season he used to only score like headed goals and stuff. Like, he's not really a bugsman, but I mean, it's cool. It's cool. It's Richarlison. Yeah, and the celebration goes out also. I'll put him at the back of. How do I want to order this? Let's see. I think on a good day I'll pick Havertz over Charleston. I'll pick Solanke over Havertz. Okay, cool. Next person, Benjamin Sesko. Well, yeah, nah, nah. Um, I feel like especially under the system that Amorim is playing right now, um, he won't thrive in it. I might change my mind. And again, mid isn't a bad thing because the amount of strike, these are like the best strikers in Europe. So being like mid isn't a bad thing, but let me circle back. I would say that Sheshko he has a lot of potential, but he's still a bit raw and hasn't really he did when he went to RB Leipzig. I was expecting a bit more polishing in this game. He's still not there, but we could work with it. So when I say mid, it's not a bad thing, but it's just mid of like worst of their best type things. So yeah, Sheshko. Next person, Randall Kolumwani. I think this guy is one of the most slept on players in Europe. Straight up. Straight up. Um, so we can just cast our mind back to I think 3 4 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago for the World Cup. He wasn't even a shoo-in before the start of the season. He wasn't even a shoo-in to get into the squad. Going into the squad became a rotational player, a spark plug, if you may. Became a spark plug, and yeah, well, every time I was called up, every time I was called upon. He performed. Even the final that he came on, that we all know that memorable save, Dibu had on him, but he impacted the final. That season in particular when he was at Frankfurt, he was the season before he was a free agent. I don't know why Germany football contracts work like that, but for someone like that to be a free agent, that's crazy. He was a free agent, then he was shipped off for I think 95 mil to PSG, which was a wrong move. After 1 year, they tried to walk it back. But bro, salvaged it. I don't think people are really noticing what he did at Juve. I think Igor Tudor is one of the best upcoming coaches that I don't really hear people talk about. Yeah, he did bits at a Juve team who were defensively solid, but going forward, even up to now, in my opinion, going forward they were a bit mid. Yildiz dried up a bit from the start, from the hot start he had. Vlahovic is trash. I'll get to him, and yeah, but he did bits for what was available to him. So yeah, I think he's an elite striker. Yeah, he's an elite striker. I think he's going to do a lot under Thomas Frank at Tottenham. So yeah. I have him in elite. Moving on. I don't even want to. I even speak. I won't speak too much on my man. But I don't know. Let me just say, hey, bro, almost has he has a like almost 1-to-1 goal ratio, and if you want to add contributions, assists, this guy's a robot. This guy's a robot. The only thing you can have against him is the way he plays. I mean, maybe technical ability, but I mean, this guy, like, especially for this tier list, which is a strikers tier list, yeah, nah. He is elite. He might be number one, number two, but he's top two for sure. Moving on, Omar Mamouche, I think, is an elite striker. Unfortunately, I think he's being put into the same hole Julian Alvarez was put in 3 years ago when he came to City. But I think the circumstances are a bit different. For Julian Alvarez, I'll get to him, but he's predominantly a striker. You are not going to usurp the best striker in the world, so you would have to find someone else to fit. Same thing as Mamouche, but I think Julian can play like alone. Mamouche has a bit of tendency to create like a partnership, especially with someone off the left, like what happened when he was at Frankfurt last season with Hugo, who we also get to. When it comes to technique, when it comes to technicality, he's up there. Striking the ball, he's up there. Movements, he's up there. His instincts are, I mean, they're okay. But for you, I can't really judge him fully on what is happening or how he's being deployed right now. But from what I know, yeah, Omamuch is an elite striker. Yeah, for sure. Moving on, let's see Johan Wissa. I think Wissa is good. The deal for me, not so much, not so much in the same light, but for a 29-year-old, poaching a 29-year-old for about 55 mil, that's poor business. I won't lie. On a 1 year contract, yeah, nah. Um, I'm tempted to put him here. You know what I'll do it. I'll put him there. Cause I think apart from this year, he's just a consistent. He just a consistent mid level below. He's a below. He's a below. No. He's just a consistent guy who performs for a mid level club. So I mean, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. I'll put him in mid. Again, mid isn't bad, but you know. Moving on, Ante Budimir. I think Ante Budimir is a good striker. I think for the past 2 seasons in La Liga, he has been bagging goals for an Osasuna team which isn't really that good. Maybe apart from Brian Zaragoza, but an Osasuna team who are handicapped when going for. Let me say it like that. He's bagged almost 20 goals in both seasons. I think he bagged 18 last season. I think 20 mid 20s 2 years ago. I mean, he's good, but again, when it comes to the actual quality, can he really survive in a different league? I don't think so. Yeah, so nah. He's a serviceable striker, and yeah, for Croatia he doesn't really do much though, so I can't really move him too high. But again, respect to Ante, innit? Kylian Mbappe, bon, nothing needs to be said. Nothing more needs to be said. Yeah, so swiftly moving on, we go on to Oli Watkins. I think he's 29. He's a very, 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 very good striker. I think if it was 2 years ago, I'll have him somewhere here. I think 2 years ago, Watkins was, I think, top scorer, top assister, most Gs in the Prem. Very, 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 very good. Everyone had him in their FPL teams and such, but I think that from when John Duran started popping up to last year, not even last year, this year January, where he was tempted by us now and stuff. I mean, I feel like that there's a drop off coming. And hot take, I think he might be one of the biggest underachievers that who might pop out at the end of the season. Time will tell, innit? But for now, I think he's good. He's a very good striker. Next is Nick Voltemade. Okay, gotcha. Boom. And for an almost 2 meter tall player to be doing what he does, it's crazy. Technique, from what I've seen, is off the charts for his size, 6'6". It's disgusting, honestly. But he hasn't really done it for that long. I can't even give him like a Michu type, or it's a 1 season. It's been half a season. He was a free agent last year. He hasn't really done anything. He hasn't really even really felt professional football like that though. So I don't even know how he's on this list. Maybe because of the transfer that happened for 90 mil, which is still crazy. I think, but I like him as a player, but he has done nothing to deserve what is coming. But again, go back to Voltemade. I think he's up there. He's up there for sure. Okay. Uncomfortable conversations might have to be had. I think if it was like 2 years ago, for sure, no doubt about it. But for now, he's growing. Yes, the numbers will tell you he's doing bits, but the eyes don't deceive. Lewy isn't the same Lewy he was, I think, like 4 years ago. Lewandowski, honestly, there's just some time that you watch him and you're like, bro, finish this. Like, I've seen you finish this before. Finish this. And he can't, again, because he's growing. Like, we are watching all our heroes from when we kids grow. So he's growing. I mean, he's grown. But again, even at this stage in his career, I think he's still elite. Footwork on point. Placement of shots on point. Oh, that finish against Real Madrid still plays in my mind. Cause how against Courtois? How? But yeah, I have Lewy at the top of elite and teetering around best in the world. But I mean, I'll hold it there. Alexander Isak, there you go. The new Liverpool kid is he's something, all right. He's something. I think Isak. You know what? Let me say this. I think for the past 2 years, 2 to 3 years, not even 3 years, 2 years, he has been consistent, back to back 20-goal Premier League seasons. Yes, but even in that, last year, number one, my gripes against him is he scores some bunches a bit too much for my liking. There are some games that I just watch and he's just not there. And maybe he can have 2 of these games in a row and then the next game he scores a brace. and then he can have a mid game, and then the next game he scores another brace. So it'll come off like 5 games, 4 goals. I mean, but like, you know what I'm saying. Uh, I still rate him though. I still rate him though. I won't lie. The celebrations and stuff, his technique. Oh, if it comes to technique, I think he might be top 3. Like, bro is a baller. He's a baller. He's no pushover as well too. Um, Again, he sort of rubbed Newcastle fans the wrong way, but I mean, shit. I think he's the real deal. He's the real deal for sure. Yeah, but I also have him at the top of the league. I think Larry will take a step back. Yeah, Larry will take a step back, and yeah, I like Isaac, so sure. Let me move on to Ferran Torres. I think Ferran Torres is. If you asked me this about a year and a half ago, I'd say he's mid. I think he's at the back of good. I think Budimir is better than this. Havertz, I have Havertz here. Yeah. Yes, Ferran Torres, for what he did last season on that loaded Barca team. When I think about it, when I look at it in hindsight, I mean, it's a bit crazy, but that team is stacked, especially going forward. For you to have players like Gavi on the bench, for you to have players like Fermin Lopez on the bench, for you to have people like Ferran Torres on the bench, and for him to come on and be impacting games against Atletico, and I think Ferran Torres has become one of the like most forgotten. He's low key gets underrated of late, baby shark in it. But since he left City for that 55 million, the pounds or euro, I think euros, 55 million euro move to Barca, which people always criticize. Again, I can get why, but for a squad player, I mean, he's good. He's good. He's good. I won't lie. He's a serviceable player. So yeah, I'll keep him there. You guys might think I hate this guy. Oh, watch this. Let me go on like a 1 minute rant about this fraud. Yeah. So boom. If you guys don't know anything about me, I'm the biggest Atletico Madrid fan. We'll get into how I got into the team later, but I'm the biggest Atletico Madrid fan. I watch every match. Now, when it comes to this guy in particular, this guy always flies under the radar because, number one, how many people actually watch Atletico Madrid? And number two, when you actually watch Atletico Madrid, it's maybe again in the Madrid derby against Barcelona. Every time this guy sees the Barcelona badge, he's going feral. If it's against Barcelona, yeah, for sure. He's the best in the world against that team. But I'm sorry, this guy. Sometimes I watch this guy and want to gouge my eyes out. Why? Okay, cool. Listen to the stats here. Bro has 20. He bagged 20 goals. 20 goals in the La Liga last season. Yeah, cool. How can you miss as many big chances as you have goals? He has 20 goals and he has 20 big chances missed. Let me repeat that again. Solot has scored 20 goals and has also missed 20 big chances in La Liga last season. I'll hit you with one more better. Solot scored 0 goals in the Champions League and missed 5 big chances. That is when I say this guy is dead trash, and people will come for me in the comments. Yeah, I don't even want to hear it. This guy, yeah, nah. I'll pick Voltemada, who I know a little bit about over you, bro, because this guy is doo doo. Oh, doo doo. Ball control zero. Pace, I mean, is high, but below average. Finishing is on and off like a pipe. Heading, the heading that they always say this guy is. I don't see shit, nigga. Yeah, let me not do too much. John Philippe Mateta. I mean, if it's for celebration, I mean, it's an elite celebration. I think he's a serviceable. He's serviceable. Mateta is a very he's grown on me. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. More like John Philippe. Yeah. For a Crystal Palace team who are going to miss their biggest creator, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see his goals dropping though. I don't see it dropping. I think Glasner has something there at Crystal Palace where even though Eze is gone, I think with the likes of Yermi Pino, Romain Eze, watch out for that kid. Yeah, I think he's gonna be good for sure. Patrick Schick, I think he's somewhere here. No, he's somewhere here. This guy is the epitome of get injured but bag goals in between. I think I remember Euro 2020 where you were the top scorer joint with Ronaldo. Oh, this guy had hype. He's a very good striker. Don't get me wrong. I think for you to be playing ahead of Boniface, who I think is also a very is he on the list? I don't think he is, but for you to be playing ahead of Boniface and be keeping him on the bench, that says something about you. Not gonna lie, but I think he's on the same tier as these guys. He's a bit better. Not gonna lie. Mm. Mm. This doesn't look right. I think these guys are on the same level. I think these guys are on the same. Either I'll keep switching as I go. So yeah, for sure. Ugo. It might be a bit too early. I won't lie. It might be a bit too early to put him in a lead, but from what I see, yeah, bro is on the money. He is on the money. Ugo Etikite. Hold on. Hugo Ekitike. For what for the price point I get it. 95 mil is a steep price point for this type of player. Yeah, but for the way he's proven himself, first. I have not. I just have you just have to respect it, and it's not as if you just scoring tap ins like I'm not having it against tap ins and stuff, but the degree of difficulty of some of these goals are crazy. Watch out for this guy. I just hope these two can coexist because if they find a way and do, it's scary for you lot, man. Not gonna lie. Victor Osimhen. He's elite, but it will get to a point where we'll get used to because of the low level of respect we have for the Turkish league. It will get to a point where this guy will also start getting underrated, even though he's putting up numbers. Um, I'll compare to how Dries Mertens was far and clear the best player in Turkey last year, but literally got no love, even though it was his retirement season. Sometimes I think he would put up nasty numbers, maybe 38 games, 32 goals, something of that sort. Because I think Osimhen is that caliber. It's just the wages. I feel like I don't know. I know why people didn't try and go for him, but I know it's the wages. But come on, man, it's Victor, bro. Come on. On to the next. I think Chris Wood. Chris Wood is a good. He's good. I would shift to and keep back. Yeah, I think Chris Wood is he's a very good striker. Very very top, not really top tier, but the epitome of consistency. And he's starting to peak. Even though I think he's like 32, 33, he's starting to age like fine wine, which is crazy for a striker because strikers usually dip and become floppy usually when their ages go down. But yeah, I think last season 20 goals, which is crazy for a Nottingham Forest team who do counter attack on a daily. That's crazy. I respect this guy so much. Not gonna lie. Moving on. Moise Kean. Now, yes, I know he had a good season at Fiorentina last season. Mm. He had a good season at Fiorentina last season, but I'm not buying it. I'm not. I mean, he's okay, but I'm not buying. I'm not buying. I've sold all my Moise Kean stock after what happened. After what happened when he was in Everton, left PSG, went to Everton, left Everton, went to Juve. No, went to Juve. Yeah, and then now he's in Fiorentina, which again I feel like this guy will end up like Morata. Not gonna lie, maybe 1 2 good seasons and the rest are just mid offs, hella mid offs. So yeah, I have him somewhere here. Again, it's not really mid per se, but I mean it's mid in it. Next person up, Georges Mikautadze. Boom. No, I think I even have him. I'll have him. This guy, people forget, man. This guy, I remember the Euros. He had a little two-man step with Kivicha Kvaratskhelia. Mind you, that's my guy, you know. But bro he made a wrong move to Lyon in the year where literally their season was just effed up by this financial stability thing, and it just threw a lot of people off. Not gonna lie, but this guy is top tier, like top levels. He's the short, stocky type with a bit of technique. He has a bit of ball striking to him. He has a low driven finish across his body, which is nasty. I implore you guys to really take a look at this guy. This guy is, I mean, he's good. He's good. Not gonna lie. I use the next person. I use Perez. I think I use Perez. I think Ayuso Perez is the most slept on striker in Europe right now. People might not know this, but Ayuso Perez, you know what? No, let me just flash your minds a little bit. You think if you close your eyes, you think about if I just see the name Ayuso Perez, the first thing that comes to your mind most likely will be when he was in Leicester with his noodle hair Ronaldo type vibes. You were just a mid, mid player, innit? If let me keep your eyes closed and let me just see. Ayose Perez has scored 19 goals in La Liga for Villarreal. Now you'll be like, that's not a big deal. Cool. He is benching Mr. Gerard Moreno. Please. And I implore you guys to really, 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 really take a look at this guy. Ayose Perez and how he's being deployed right now, running the channels. Madrid fans will tell him, running the channels. Cutting, curl, top bins. And he's what, 29? He's the most underrated player. He's the most underrated player on this list. He's the most underrated striker in Europe right now, and I stand 10 toes on that for sure. Lukaku. Lukaku's up next. I'll put Lukaku in. Lukaku is a weird one because I feel like he knows how to work one specific league. I think for the Serie A, he's and the way they play, he's a bulldozer. He's like Lukaku can really thrive in that. Not gonna lie, even though I know he did well in the Prem with West Brom. I mean, United. I can't really say Chelsea, but yeah, I think that his system, his relationship with Conte really they know how to get the best out of each other, which is a bit crazy, but yeah, I think he's an elite striker, especially under Stem he's under right now. So yes for sure. Next player, bomb. I think I'll have it like this. This guy is levels. Is level. He's genuinely level. He's what we call a bad man. A bad man in front of goal. Let me basically explain what I mean. Suarez against PSG nutmegs David Luiz, hits that ball top bins for no reason at all. This guy Marcus Thuram has some of the nastiest finishes you ever see. Nasty finishes. Top bins, half volley, full volley, acrobatics. Top, just smashing the ball like just for fun and for no reason. And he's a very technical player, but again, he's not a pushover. You can't really bully him. He's gotten top 10. He's gotten good, like really really elite finishing. His instincts are I mean they are good. And look at the cameo. Look at his cameos. Look at his cameos. Just look at his cameos, especially even against Barcelona. I'm like, see the way he held off Araujo, passed Fratesi, final goal, dagger. I mean, he's elite. He's elite. He's very elite. I think if he continues on this path, he might be back end of whatever this list is supposed to be. But yes. Moving on, Lautaro Martinez. If I'm supposed to add based on not just what I know of him and like adding like last season and everything. Yeah, I feel like injuries really hampered this guy. But if I'm supposed to put him, I still think I'll say he's elite. I would put him behind Osman. Yes, he's still elite. Last season he had a lot of injuries, and I think Marcus Thuram just showed a bit of dominance where he was the better striker because they have that 2 man step, that tandem, that link up that I think will be good. So yeah, Harry Kane, best in the world. Yeah, Harry Kane is he's just generational. I think for a 32-year-old to still be having almost 100 million like market value, even though it's in this dispensation, but regardless, that's still crazy. I think Harry Kane is him. The only gripes you can have against him is maybe him showing up in the big games, disappearing in the big games, like scoring goals in semi-finals, finals, and stuff. But regardless, I think Harry Kane is a top individual, top striker. And I think he's in the best in the world conversation for sure. Next player is I think Dennis Undav. I'll have him somewhere here. No gonna lie. I remember when he transferred to Brighton from the same team Mitoma came from, which is Union Sangwalwa. There was a lot of hype for this guy, but again, I felt like he wasn't ready for the Premier League jump. Dipped ship the next year to Stuttgart, and bro, he's having. I think people don't really notice he's a he's an elite playmaker. I'll push the envelope to even that. He's an elite playmaker in the form of a striker. So he has seasons where he's having high assist numbers, almost entering double figures, and he's also entering double figures in scoring. And that type of striker is, even though you might say it's Bundesliga, you watch him a bit, he could be Germany's number 9 going into the next World Cup. Might not hold a lot of water in that, but I mean, yeah. Next up, Girassi. Yeah, Girassi, yeah. I have Girassi here. I was even I was shocked a team like Newcastle didn't even try and reach him, even though I know that it might come at a costly fee, maybe like 60 mil. I think I'll have it. I'll rather pay for Girassi 60 mil than maybe a Wesa 55, because I think this guy is a bagsman. He's a bagsman. When was the last year when he was at Stuttgart? Girassi from September to January just banging in goal, boom, 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 your head top, lawyer, your head top, and came into this season, Dortmund. I mean, top tier. He had a good UCL campaign, but my only thing against him is his finishing is a bit wonky. It's also like a pipe, on and off, on and off. Against Barca like this, I think he scored 2 or 3 goals, but during the same game he missed a whole lot of chances, and I'm like, yo, as a clinical guy, you have to be putting them away, bro. But again, Gerassi is top tier. Moving on, hot take. Yeah, this is my hot take of the video. I used to have hoop dreams until I figured there were other ways to score. Nah, I'm joking. I used to have this conversation with some of my friends, and I told them, if Alvarez plays on any other team apart from Man City, he'll be in best in the world conversation. Not going like he would be like a top 5 striker in the world. And people were like, really? Are you being serious? I'm like, yeah, for sure. La Araña, the spider. You guys should just that goal against Courtois in the UCL round of 16. And now he has added free kicks to his game. Short, diminutive. Not really short, but diminutive, deceptive, nasty finishing. Makes very good runs. Tidy dribbler as well. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Maybe this is a bit of a bias, but yeah, I think he's in best in the world conversations, and I stand by that. Moving on, Vlahovic. I have Vlahovic somewhere here. For the promise that this guy showed in Fiorentina that commanded that big transfer, I think in 2020 or 2019 for 75 mil. I'm sorry, bro hasn't lived up to it, and it's getting to a point where I just see bro on free kicks maybe scoring once or twice, but then I actually watch maybe a game of Igor Tudor, and I'm like, I understand why you went for Kolo Muani in January, because for you to be playing a two-top with Chiesa, I think the year before Chiesa left, for you to play a two-top with Chiesa and Chiesa outshine you as a striker, that don't make sense. I understand that Chiesa was a top dog before his injury, But bro, you were bought for 75 million. I don't think you guys remember how that Fiorentina team was set up. They had Bernardeschi. They had Vlahovic. I'm like, you were brought in for 75 mil. Show, at least show, not just like show us something, bro. Bro didn't really show shit. And I think his career is wasting him by, I think he's 25. He might be about maybe 25, 26. Vlahovic, man. Come on. Tighten up. I think there's a little bit of juice in there, but. And if you want to talk about even how he plays the game, he's a bit stocky. Not as stocky as this fool, but he's a bit stocky, But yeah, I mean, he's okay. He's mid. No gonna lie. Gayukirish, Gyökeres. I'm sorry. Gyökeres can hold here. Yeah, Gyökeres, Gyökeres can hold here. Yeah. The goal count, you can't really argue against the goal count, but I he's such a he's such a controversial figure to even talk about, because the way he plays can't run against every team. If you understand what I'm saying, he plays through a channels. If you are playing that game, maybe against like a Barca or like a team that will open up. Again, in the Prem, in the tight UCL matches, I think he'll go quiet. That's why I still have him somewhere here, even though the goal tally says he's in this. I have him somewhere here. So I think a lot of people are being harsh on him by saying that he might not even get like 10 goals, 15 goals or something. I think he might hit like 15 plus. Maybe for a first in the Prem, that's okay. But I mean, yeah, maybe big up Gyök, bigger Gyök. Next player, Lois Openda. He had a bad season last season, so I'll drop him somewhere here. He had a bad season last season, but I think this guy, especially with the move he's moved to Juventus. This guy will be a problem for sure. And let me do him in tandem with his Juventus mates. His new strike partner will be David, JD, and Lois. I think this guy, all things being equal, with the way he has his speed, he has a bit of dribbling. I remember when he scored the hat trick against City, literally the same thing that Nkunku did. I think the same score line, if I'm not mistaken. This guy has the potential to be a nasty player, like a Serge Gnabry. He's giving me vibes of Serge Gnabry under Flake 2020. Best like mid player, morphing into a best in the world type for like a brief period, basically. I think JD finally has gotten his move away from Leo, because I think it got to a point where what you like Europe, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Bro is top tier. No, not really top tier, but he's a very good striker. I think this season is not a make or break, but this season is like an indicator, like a show indicator of who of for him to prove who exactly he is, basically. So yes. I think JD is a very good striker. Samu Agehoa. Samu is also very good. I'll have him somewhere here. Samu Agehoa is a very good striker. Very, very, very good. In the Club World Cup, he showed a little bit of that. He's linking up with Rodrigo Mora. I can't put Mora in this list because I think he's more of like a second striker, but links up with Rodrigo Mora and stuff. It hurts me a little bit when we let him go. Atletico Madrid let him go to Porto for chicken change, because think right now he's worth about 50 mil. He's a very, very good player. Very, very good. Very physical. I think he's picked Spain as his national affiliation. It gives Spain a different edge, a, a different, not really a different edge, but a different dimension to how they play. Maybe if he comes in for Morata. But basically, I think the future of Spain is in good hands. If Samu is going to be a striker, yeah, for sure, for sure. I think he's a bully too. I think this guy is this guy. He gives me vibes of back like 2010 strikers, like a Darren Bent, stocky type, bully a little bit. So yeah, he's a good striker. And last but not least, Pavlidis. I have Pavlidis. Yeah, Pavlidis. Barca fans will tell you Pavlidis. This guy is such an opportunist, but I mean, he's good. He's good. If I see him doing it in a bigger league, why not? I think he's 26. He doesn't look 26, but I think like mid 20s. I think he might get a move somewhere. Not gonna lie. I think maybe like a low key Nottingham Forest or something. But yeah, Pavlidis is a good striker. So yeah, I think I've let me go through let me go through a list again. So, but in the best in the world category, we have Haaland, Mbappe, Kane, Alvarez. I think that's good. Under elite, I'll have Levy first, then Jokeres over Isaac. There's not an ability thing. It's like combination of everything that I was talking about: ability, body of work, blah blah blah. You know, Isaac, Girassi, Turam, Osemen, Martinez, João Pedro, Colomwani, Marmoush. No. Marmoush, Lukaku. Nkitike, David, Pavlidis, Watkins, Wood, Mateta, Mikhail Tadze, Solanke, Havertz, Budimir, Ferran, Ayose, Samu, Sheikh, Richarlison, Keane, Openda, Wissa, Seshko, Undav, Vlahovic, Votamada, and and Solot. Yes, so that's the ranking of that's basically the ranking of all the best strikers in Europe this season. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments. If you have any thoughts, leave them in the comments. Let's have a discussion. And yeah, we are back, baby. Peace.